Good evening and welcome. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and we are gathered this evening for, would you believe, episode 10 of Ravenloft 1921. If your Twitch channel says some other title, hit refresh really quick. I'll pause. And now it will say Ravenloft 1921, episode 10. Because I didn't update the title from this morning when I was prepping for this. So, we are deep into the Barovian Valley with our investigators as they are trying to make heads and tails of all of the strange happenings in this particular piece of the Eastern European mountains where their plane has crashed. Before we get to the recap, let's do around the table as to who we are, who we're playing, and, oh geez. I don't have a good icebreaker question.
Then pick a bad one.
So let's go with...
She said pick a bad one.
Yeah, no, we'll do that. Well, since we were talking about in the green room, how about would this particular investigator find Renaissance festivals interesting?
Oh my god.
Wow.
There we go. What would their take of a 1921 Renaissance festival be?
What? Okay, hold on. Okay, never mind. Go ahead.
Yep. Okay.
Okay,
We're good?
I think so.
We're good. Okay. Outer Dork, would you kick us off this evening?
All right. I am playing Louise Harburg, our stage magician, thespian number 1, and increasingly less secret warlock. And yeah, he'd be down for Renaissance festivals. They'd be a good place to mess around with people.
Kind of the literal sense.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. June?
All right. Hi, I'm June. I'm playing Agnes Devereaux, our resident rogue, who is slowly but surely starting to accept the existence of the supernatural. Maybe. She's probably due for a breakdown soon at some point. But
Yeah.
Agnes would not like Renaissance festivals just because there would be a lot of peddlers and I'm sorry, the background noise is getting at me. And people and magic users or quote unquote magic users. So she'd be like, not for me, go away. She would also hate the costumes, probably. She'd be like, you look ridiculous.
Layers of irony.
Yeah.
All right.
Lots of it.
You're
Okay.
she's such a burst of joy, you know.
And how's that contrast, Kaitapon?
Hi, my name is Kaitapon. I am also a streamer. I am playing Darling Odessa, the not so skeptic, more paranoid bodyguard. And I think that Darling would very much enjoy Renaissance festivals just for the amount of weapons she can buy. Tell me
That
I'm
tracks.
wrong.
That
Tell me
tracks.
I'm wrong.
That tracks so
You're like, I
hard.
want this sword and this sword. Ooh, and also the shield, and then this dagger, and then it would be over.
Ooh, it comes on chains.
Yeah. There's chainmail in my size. And it would be a whole bunch of like pretty much like probably the last pay that the last pay that she got from protecting the family would like half go to buying new weapons for the next time. Yep.
Fair. And then, Arwen, do you want to bring us home?
Yeah. I think that Amelie would absolutely not be permitted by her parents to go to a Renaissance fair because that's tacky. That's just, a waste of time, waste of money. That's not a proper place for a young lady to be. However, she would absolutely be that person who hides her costume at a friend's house and sneaks out of the house to go somewhere appropriate and changes and goes with her friend anyway. Because screw that.
That tracks. And my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. I get to be everybody else, for those that are curious, according to multiple sources that I can find, the good news is none of you would have had to worry about, as the first Renaissance Festival was in 1962.
I was gonna ask that when you brought up the question, but I didn't want to ruin the roundabout, so I was just like, let me just let it happen.
Yep. It was in 1962. Of all, do we want to make a guess as to where? What part of our wonderful country would be most likely to say, hey, let's all put on crazy costumes and go
New
pretend?
England?
It's either in Colorado, okay, or it was in Louisiana.
I'm gonna
I'm
say
thinking
New
Mardi
England.
Gras. Although it's probably
It's up that
California.
way. It's up that way.
It's the exact opposite. Southern California.
What?
Yeah, that was my third
I can
guess.
see that.
Yeah, that was my third guess.
The Renaissance Pleasure Fair of Southern California.
Pleasure fair.
That
Mhm.
checks.
That. Yep.
Hmm
That's the saying for you. Might as
Username
well.
checks out.
You might as well rename the stream again to Ravenloft 1921. That checks.
That checks.
That's the episode title.
Yep.
That checks.
We
That
are-
checks.
Weird.
That was me all last session. That checks. Sure, that checks.
Including
I
your,
thought last episode's title was Sticks and Stones.
No, just sticks and sticks and sticks and sticks and sticks and sticks.
Sticks and splinters in my boob.
splinters in my boobs, yes. So for those that are trying to catch up with what we are yapping about, last session, the party took it upon themselves to attempt to rescue the Wizards of Wine's winery from an ongoing attack. They got into it. They fought their way to the entrance through waves of living tree elementals, is the best way to describe it. And they got into the winery. Then there was more wackiness inside the winery, and we actually had to stop in the middle of the combat because we simply ran out of time. So we had to leave on the cliffhanger of now what? The good news is it is probable that we are on the last wave of things. Adding on to what's on the board and on the map, I would also bring your attention to Arabelle, who is a young Vistani that has joined up with the group to assist them and may or may not have some other... to run out of... No, you already ran out a couple of times.
Yeah,
There's no about to.
For the third time.
Yeah.
I was about to run out of hit points for the third time.
Yeah, and then Stefania, her family actually owns the winery, and she's attempting to help you recover it. So that's kind of where we left off the action last time. There's not... I don't know. I'm not sure I'm feeling quite up for a full recap up to this point, other than to say the group has been making its way through the Barovian Valley, exploring as they go, interacting, and for the most part feeling just downright depressed, which means everything is as it should be. Because it's Barovia, and it's what happens. And as to whether or not the first Run Fair was held at a racetrack, I did not look that closely at the articles. It's quite possible. They said 3,000 people attended it, which is not a small deal.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah, that's a lot of
For
people.
such a
coming to.
niche thing. Yeah,
They don't do things by halves in Southern California.
that's true.
Also, what else was there to do in 1962?
Weed,
Surf.
sex.
Serial
He's
killer.
not- You know, that all tracks.
That checks out.
Yeah, it's all Southern California. The Dawn of the Surfer, 1921. Darker time.
Yep.
The post-war. Everyone's still a little gun shy. People are back shell shocked, and y'all are fighting giant trees.
Are we also all in black and white?
No, we kind of deal with this one company to technicolor everything after the fact.
Oh,
The director was okay with it, but the cinematic director was really cheese because if he'd known we were going to be working in colors, he would have used totally different palettes than he did for the black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be
That
like
was
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really sucks when things that are supposed to be black turn out pink.
Yeah. Well, again, I mean, they used pink because they wanted to have the right contrast. Anyway, this is a whole other conversation. I may or may not have had a film buff as my 9th grade English teacher.
I was in theater.
What color was the Hulk supposed to be?
Right. So we left off on the combat, which we're going to dive right back into. We had just started a new combat round. The vine blights, these larger greenish creatures, had just burst through this upstairs door. I still have a very strong recollection of many things from high school, most of them bad. Probably why I remember them so vividly. Along with this other dark druid guy who's been kind of helping lead the attack on the winery. But, so let's see, what's it going to do? It's going to do a thing, I think. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Pretty cool. He was all right. So what we're going to do is, he's just going to come right along this thing. And to keep life easy, he's just going to go after Arwen because she's right at ground zero.
To keep life easy.
Keep
That
life
checks
easy.
out. Why is my... Oh, wrong character.
You have the right one in front of you?
I had an Aura in front of me. I forgot to change.
Just go for the one that's nearly dead. That'll be the right one.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, is Amelie still sitting on a 16 AC, or was there a bunch of cool stuff that changed it temporarily?
It's been a while since I hit anything, I think. So I think it is what it is.
Okay.
And I don't think I think the last time I hit something was with a ranged attack, and I don't think that gives me anything.
Okay.
I was trying to stay away from melee range.
Okay. So it comes running up and it just lashes out with this punch that connects with Amelie's gut. And as it does, vines leap out from its arm and immediately begin to entangle her. I need you to roll me a strength.
Is it a grapple check?
It's a grapple.
Can I make that with acrobatics instead? I think it can be athletics or
Yes.
acrobatics.
Yes.
Because one of those is going to be a lot
Yep.
better. All right, acro it is.
The punch is going to do 4 damage.
We're looking at a +6 or a -1.
We'll take the +6.
Yes, that's a 17.
That's a 17. So yes, you leap back and out of them, which is nice. That works. And that's its action. The big wave of blights is still standing in the doorway. There are 13 of them, so we're going to split this. 6 are going to go after Darlene.
Oh.
And 6 are going to go after Agnes.
Oh, right.
So Darlene is in on the 14. Only 2 got through.
Yeah.
So she only takes 6, but she's raging.
Yes.
So she takes half that.
I take 3 damage.
So it takes 3. The rest of them are going after Agnes.
That's
Mhm.
30.
This might be a little scarier.
All right. Can I use my uncanny dodge to half the
Yes.
attack damage?
For one of them,
Oh.
we'll take it off the biggest of them, so that drops it to a 2, and 4, and 9. So 9 total.
9 total. Got it.
9 total. As they
Okay.
swarm through the door and kind of start to pound on both of them. Let's see. Stefania's going to see that everything has gone pear-shaped yet again and is going to rush to Agnes's defense. and do what she can. And is going to actually help a bit.
Wow.
Yeah, so then we'll do that, and then it's going to fall to. Holy cow! You are all grouped together at the back of the initiative track.
Yes.
11s.
I feel really bad.
Things happened.
Yeah.
11 is a magical number.
Apparently.
What can we say? We're feeling very Stranger Things in this wine.
Yeah.
Wizard of Wines tonight.
Say what?
11.
That tracks.
That just tracked along the lines of like, you seen that meme that everybody's posting where it's like from the last season and it's like she like hid and she was like and it says 11 pants and they're like when you overpack for a trip.
That tracks.
I was like my boyfriend showed it to me and I was like, this is I hate it. Get out of my car. We
But
were in the
it's
middle of the
true.
highway, but you know.
Okay.
Don't meme and drive.
Yeah.
That's not good. So that area erupts in a collection of vines. I need Amelie and Luis to roll me some saves.
Kind of saves.
Strength.
Strength, you say.
Strength, I say indeed.
To shreds, you say. 16.
16.
Nope. 5.
Well, something was going to get you tied up.
Yep.
That did it. That's him.
I'm not a strengthy person.
I see that. Arabelle is going to spin around and throw another card up at the blight up there. It soars past. She swears. 3 is going to just hold his action for now. And this.
I saw that.
That's all I have to say to that.
Okay.
And a kitty. Do we see the kitty? I missed the kitty. I was doing. There's the kitty. Not allowed on the kitchen table.
No,
Darlene.
she's allowed on my lap.
You are up.
It's been a while. What am I do?
You have options. Who?
What was I took 3 attacks last time, didn't I? Like two actions and then a bonus action. I thought that's what I was doing before.
What was your bonus action from?
I don't know.
Because the rapier is not, unless you have a trick, a rapier.
No. I was using my daggers.
That's right. You were going dagger. So
I was using
bonus.
yeah.
2 bonus.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
That tracks. I'll do that.
Okay. So dagger 1.
Oh god, my freaking the hardware acceleration isn't on, so my dice is frame by frame dropping. Okay, that's a 17. Give me 2 seconds. Let me turn the hardware acceleration on so we don't have to wait for like 10 minutes for another one.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
You know,
Sorry.
your DM gets COVID, you miss a week, everyone forgets how to play.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what happened.
That's really what happened. Okay.
And
all
I
right.
still wish I knew where I got it.
You know?
I'm still being antisocial.
My friend who takes like the most precautions out of anybody I've ever known has just got it for the 3rd time.
Ugh.
Yeah. She's had like
Ooh.
each wave of it.
2 hits, by the way.
Yep.
Pretty sure that's going to be the end of 2 of them. Because they don't have a lot of hit points. So that's down now to 11 in the swarm. So that takes care of that.
Yeah.
Anything else fun?
Nope, that's all I got.
That's all you got. That's a
That's
solid
all I
thing.
got.
That is a solid thing. All right. That means we're gonna go to the outer dork. Tell us what Luis is up to.
All right, as usual, Luis is going to attempt to counter snipe pesky casters by firing 2 bullets at the number 3 druid.
I forgot. Is he still saying bang when he does this?
He might be still saying that.
I feel like it's just habit at this point. It's just a habit.
Yeah, he sort of gestures forward with the gun, like the reverse of recoil, like he's 8. Bang! Bang!
With the most deadpan voice imaginable.
Right, just bang! Bang!
Pew, pew.
He's also at no point ever been seen to reload the gun.
To be fair, we're all a little busy at the moment.
Unlimited pew, pew.
First shot's a 13.
That's against. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, that one's gonna do 1 damage.
Ain't that enough?
I'm shooting a druidic jerk. Second is also a 13, so apparently I'm on a roll there. A whopping 3 this time. Yeah, I need to work on that damage output.
Okay. Well, here's the good news. You might not have done a lot of damage, Pink, but the vines wither up from around you
Take that.
and releases Amelie from
Concentration
their
check.
hold.
Yeah.
Somewhere there's some Japanese artists we were going to bring in to do a special graphic for all this. Just went, what? It's over already? Shit. Damn it. Is that it for Luis?
Yeah, that's me.
That's you. Zukiduk. We're on Agnes.
All right.
Remember, we're keeping it down so we don't annoy the roommates.
It's the parents. Which is worse. Anyway,
Anyway,
I'm going to use my rapier. I'm going to use my rapier. Tried and true.
fair enough.
Come on, darling.
Swish.
It's an 8 hit.
You know, to be fair, you are kind of getting overwhelmed. It's going to start
So
to go
that's a
wrong.
no?
That's a no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a little harder to hit than that.
All right. So then, as my bonus action, I'm going to take a swipe with my dagger. Maybe this one will like me more. There we go. 22.
All right, that's another one down.
All right.
You've almost cleared out that swarm.
Yay.
It started with a lot more than 10.
That's true. Wasn't it 28?
Yep.
Okay. Yes, I was right.
I'm starting to get there.
I remember numbers from last time.
I'm starting to get there.
Okay.
Those moments where I'm trying to remember.
CLN Mortar 101 points out that Amelie has the high ground.
Oh, well done indeed. All right, well, that takes us into our next combatant, which would be Amelie. And she has the high ground.
I have the high ground.
So you have advantage on your next attack.
Cat's on the table. Get off. Off. Sorry.
The cat should not have the high ground.
The cat is not allowed to have the high ground.
No, because then you lose. You
Perch
cannot lose
next
to the
to me.
cat.
Okay. Okay. Let's do. Trying to remember what does stuff. I have to make an. I have to make. Okay. I just have to make an unarmed strike. Okay. Let's start with a. Let's start with a parasol attack on that druidy person.
The druid?
No, wait. Who's?
There's a vine blight right
There's
smack in
a
front
vine.
of you.
The vine. Yeah.
Druid's
sorry,
over there.
Druid's over there. Okay. The vine. Vine person.
Okay.
We're gonna do a parasol attack
Okay.
for 23 to hit.
23 will absolutely hit.
Okay. And that's
Oh, wait.
gonna
But
be-
roll it again, because remember, you have advantage. You might roll a crit.
Oh, okay. Let's roll that again.
We're always checking to see if we can get a crit. We did not.
Nope, we did not.
That's
That's
okay.
okay. Four, 4 damage. And then let's do an unarmed strike. That's my second attack.
Okay.
22 to hit.
That'll hit. Damage it.
That'll be 6 damage.
Okay.
Um,
Is there anything left in the bag to pull out?
I made an unarmed attack, so that'll be an extra 2 to my AC. So my AC goes back up to 18. And let's hang on. Key points do. We're gonna spend another key point, and I'll take the dodge I'll dodge as a bonus action.
Okay. That's reasonable. That's
Right.
reasonable.
I'm gonna try to be very difficult to hit.
So that's another +5 to your AC,
Okay.
right? Remember what dodge does?
Let me look at that.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. Dodge. Where's dodge?
Advantage on.
Oh, it's disadvantage to the attackers.
Yes.
Disadvantage to the attackers. Yeah,
Got it. That's fair.
because I'm focused on avoiding attack.
Got it. Okay. Well, this giant thing of Einstein is going to realize you are squirrely. It's going to do what it can to take another blast at someone it can reach, which would be Stefania, to no appreciable effect. Number 1, who hasn't gone yet, strangely enough, is decided that its buddy's got things pretty well in hand. And it's going to leap over this and come down and say hello to Darling. I didn't want you to get bored.
Oh, of course not.
That would not work.
So considerate.
Blam! And it slams into her with its fist, doing a whopping. So 15 divided by 2 puts me at 8 damage. And I need a strength check. Either, what do we say, it's acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics. Yep.
Is it a saving throw?
No,
Or
it's
no,
an ability.
you said
It's a
oh,
grapple.
ability check. You said athletics or acrobatics?
Yes.
Doesn't matter. They're both oh my fucking trash.
Yep, that was not good.
It would have been great if it had rolled anything higher than a 10. But, you know.
Well, this just made life interesting. Here's the good news. You have a reason to be raging.
Yes. How much damage did I take? 8?
8. I got you at 30 now.
Yep.
Oh, so you're fine.
As you're
That's 30 out of 70.
You're fine.
Okay.
Think
I'm
of
at
it this
5
way:
out
you
of
have more than
33.
twice the health that I have. You have like 3 times the health that I
Look
do.
at it this way. You have double digits of health.
The swarm is going to come in. Several where they're going to split their attentions again. So that's 5 on Darlene and 5 on Agnes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So while Darling is tied up, they really come swarming in. And several get some connect. 7, 14, 7 for 7 points of damage. We'll see how the rest do against Agnes.
Better, probably.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge to as a reaction.
To cut one in half?
At least one. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So Agnes is going to take 9 from that.
Okay. Not dead yet, but I am almost dead.
Yep.
Got so many splinters.
So that's getting kind of scary.
boobs.
That's getting kind of
Surprisingly, not there. They're only getting my shins.
something like that. Let's see. So where she's at, Stefania's going to do her part to help out. She's going to lay into the blight she's fighting. And I think that's going to drop it. Yep. It's off the board. So that thing at least is not an issue now.
Yay.
And then for her part, she is going to... she's going to leap down here and start fighting. To do what she can on that front. And that takes us to number 2. Who sees he's staying where he's at. He's just chilling out behind his blights. Yep. That's her best move. We're going to have Arabelle come in here. Move through that space because friendly peace. And start helping out where she can. Yep. Okay. So she swings and she misses. Wow. That's really crazy. Okay. 3. Shoop comes running along here and takes a swing with his staff. He's stupid. He can get to Amelie first.
He's stupid.
That checks out.
Yep. Wow, a dirty 20.
Ah!
Unfortunately, disadvantage means I had to roll again. He missed.
Yes. Yay!
He missed. As he comes running over there and he takes his quarterstaff up and the whole thing starts to glow and he slams it and just bits of the railing explode outwards over the winery as he snarls at you.
Amelie is in a noticeably poor temper, and she's just gonna go.
Fair. But I want to know more about how our Raging Barbarian is doing.
You know, we're not happy. That's kind of the point of raging. So is it's an action to try and break out, I guess?
You can use your action to try to break out, or you can just fight while restrained, which means your attacks are at disadvantage.
If I try to unrestrain myself, that I cannot attack afterward, correct?
Right, because you're using your turn to rip loose.
But I can
So
still use my bonus
just
action.
a question.
Yeah.
Is she grappled or restrained?
She is restrained as a result of the grapple.
Okay. Because grappled is its own entirely different condition.
Yep.
Just checking. Okay. Oh, okay. He's just gonna walk out. That's fine. I'll try to break the restraint.
Okay. It's a escape. So that would be yours. We said you being athletics or acrobatics.
Oh my fuck.
Seelen
happened?
Mortar 101 twist the fate so that the next action cannot fail.
Which you successfully got out of it.
What? Really?
Yep. You can thank Seelen in chat. He slapped down a card that guaranteed success.
Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you. And then I'll take my bonus action and this guy. He's gonna get it.
The vines that tied you up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this where you shout something like pineapple and stab it?
Oh my god! I went 3, 2, 1.
Here's the good news. The next roll should either be a 20 or a 2.
I will cry.
It can
pattern
only go up
says-
from here.
The pattern says 3, 2, 1. It's either going to roll around to the 20 or it's going to bounce back up again.
It can literally only go up from here.
Okay.
This is true. This
sit here
is the
and
worst roll of the fight.
Currently.
With a +5 too.
No, that's what's so scary. If you could hit, you'd be terrifying. Okay, Andy, talk to me about the outer dork.
Wait, what?
Wait, about Luis. Sorry, I got distracted by the bells.
There are too many pseudonyms in that statement, and I am
There
somewhat
are.
befuddled.
There are.
Well, since this druid has decided to get dangerously close to me, I'm going to continue to shoot him. By rolling 13s, which at least hit, because that's apparently what I rolled tonight.
Yep.
13 is a magical
or-
number.
Two.
two.
Okay, this is how this goes. Wow.
Wow.
All right. Yes.
And that one
effective
missed.
turn was effective.
Effective turn was
Ooh.
effective. Wow.
All right, you're on your own, Amelie. I tried.
I appreciate the effort.
It must be the presence that's just shaking you something fierce.
Yeah.
Maybe he just smells like rotting plant.
Could be. Could be. You know, Stefania figured y'all had it under control when she left.
Bold
Maybe-
of her to make that
I
assumption.
mean,
Yeah.
we're doing our best.
Oh.
I mean, I'm fine technically.
Maybe you need to be tanking.
I noticed that. I feel like I'm just you're looking at me like, sorry, and I'm just glaring at you in your perfect hair and your completely unmussed clothes.
Emily's hair is like this. She's got leaves in it and
Splinters sticking out of places. Just like,
slices. There's a little blood coming down.
I'm no good in melee range. Everything goes to hell.
Speaking of melee range and going to hell, June, tell us about Agnes.
Bold of you to assume Agnes believes in hell, but okay.
She
She's
has to.
gonna want
She's
to-
currently in it.
If there was a hell, this would be it. Rapier attack. Let's see. Natural 1 is... Oh, what?
Oh, that was a 7.
That's a 7. I can't read. So does a 12 hit?
A 12 hits. Does it hit against these guys? It does not hit against the little guys.
Rude. Okay. Well,
Believe it or not.
anyway. Well, after that terrible strike, that proves I have no brain cells. She is going to use her cunning action to disengage and back up a little bit. She's going to move this way.
Okay.
There we go. Just to kind of catch her breath because she's a little bloody and
Little?
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Little bit?
Just a little bit. Only like 2% bloody.
Okay. That then takes us to Arwen. Amelie's up. Also in the bloodied category.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I am not happy to still be up here close to that guy. So let's do a parasol attack at that light thingy, whatever that is.
Okay.
Not the druid next to you.
The druid.
Oh wait. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, you're still on the stairs with the druid.
I'm still on the stairs with the druid. Okay. Yeah, okay. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Druid. I mean, it's a 10, so
he'll be able to, he can block that, and he starts to fence
Okay.
back and forth with you with his staff.
Okay. Let's do an unarmed strike then.
Fair enough. She spins and kicks.
Nope. That's a 9.
Hey.
Her foot
I'm-
slams into the wall next to him.
Running out of steam here. Okay. Well, I keep the AC bonus. And he's still looking pretty healthy. So
I will say there's probably a short rest coming if you're trying to figure out whether or not you want to pop the last of everything.
yeah, I've got one key point left. I'm trying to decide if I want to just take that last attack or just haul ass down the stairs. You know what? Luis is looking pretty good up there. I'm gonna spend my last key point to take disengage. I'm gonna disengage and run down the stairs.
Pasty
Okay.
Bane throws a healing potion to whoever has the lowest health.
You know what? You have full health.
You're fine.
Hold up
Luis.
before you escape.
I'm not. Okay.
Wait, no, that's somebody else. You're good.
Okay.
So
I'm
you're
not like going away. I'm just getting out of melee range.
just getting out of melee range. Awesome.
Just getting out of melee because I have a ranged weapon attack I can use. It's just not as good.
Fair enough. Bam. We'll throw those down there real quick. Foomp. Agnes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
I
Yes.
refuse.
Yep.
You don't want the
I
healing potions?
repeat. No.
Too late. Agnes
Okay.
actually reaches behind her, grabs a bottle of wine, pulls the cork out with her teeth, and just starts drinking as she charges back into the fight. Recovering 19 hit points.
Oh wow. Thank you. I just saw the chat and
Yep, that would be you.
yeah.
And so now the downside is your bonus action has to be to smash something with the wine bottle
Okay.
as you come back
That's
in.
fun.
So it's like, the sleeve and then dive back into the fight when you're up.
Sounds great.
Must have been the fortified wine. Well, the thing is, healing. We are in a relatively low magic universe, so we agreed that healing potions were the consumption of alcohol. A good pull on a whiskey flask. He said, completely forgetting that he poured himself a whiskey an hour ago and hasn't touched it this entire time. Now that I mention it. Okay, so now comes the DM's turn, which again, normally they don't all happen at the same time. This is very distressing to me. So I'm going to go as quick as I can through this because watching me play is not nearly as fun as watching you guys get slammed. It's going to turn its attentions to, well, it's going to try to take Darling out, but it has no appreciable effect. So that then takes us to the Swarm. The Swarm can do nothing at this point but continue to sweep over Darling, whom I'm going to now move them into the room with you. And then I'll put Darling up where we can see her. Boink. As they continue to pour through the entrance, all 10 of them are going to pound on Darling. And let's see how they did. Okay, that's not so bad. Let's see, where's my dice roll? This will be faster to, no, if I can't find the button, it won't be. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. 6, 10, 13, 16, 20, 22, 26, 13. 13 damage after being halved. Stefania is going to keep fighting this thing she's staring at. Do me a favor. Kai, can you roll me a perception check for Darling, please?
Just what? Oh my god. Okay, never mind. It's not letting me do it. Perception check.
Yep. Okay.
17.
So that thing, that's which one you is that one? Is that 1 or 2? That is 1. Okay. Thank you for that. I'll send you a note shortly.
Oh, okay.
2 is still doing what he's doing. Arabella's going to do what she can. Ooh, that did the thing. That also did the thing. Whoa, cool. Between the two of them, that removes this guy from the board.
Yay.
Yay!
You look over at Arabelle, and she's like swinging this fairly decent sized sword back and forth that she flips around her hand. And as you look at it more, Darling will notice this first. It's actually made up of a series of cards laid out flat and glows with a black energy
Ooh,
as she swings
That's cool.
that's fun.
Yep.
That's dope.
She definitely looks winded by the experience of pulling this thing out of thin air, but she's getting through the fight as best she can. The guy up top doesn't have a lot of other options at his disposal, so he's going to charge in at Luis and attempt to bonk him with his staff. Luis is going to get bonked.
Yep.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Sorry, Louise.
For 10.
Mm-hmm.
You do realize I can't do anything in melee, right?
That sounds like a you problem.
That's it. I see how this is going to go.
You made your choices. Live with them.
Okay, so it's going to go Darlene, Luis, Agnes, and Amelie. I cannot speak for Arwen, but I'm willing to bet she is if I had to guess.
Just what?
A Suikoden fan.
A what fan?
Suikoden?
I don't know what that is.
What's
I
weekend?
don't either.
JRPG? We will talk after the stream about it. You'll be excited.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Tell me what Darling is doing in this moment.
We are swinging. Swing. The audacity. Oh, okay. 11, 12. All right. 13. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Ew. One hit.
I'm so. What the hell? What happened? One
So-
hit.
One hit. So it's down to 9 in the swarm.
How many did we start out with again?
I think
28.
28.
Checks.
You should think.
15, 16. No.
Yeah. Agnes isn't even in there with you.
I know. I'm just calling it out over my shoulder.
So what's Luis up to now that he's up close and personal with a man who smells like he hasn't bathed in about 8 weeks?
Disgusting.
Luis is going to ask him to make a Constitution saving throw.
He can try to do that.
DC 15.
He does not make it.
All right.
He's pushed, isn't he?
Then he is going to take 24 points of damage
Ugh.
Ooh.
as there is an explosion of thunder and Luis disappears and appears over here.
Sorry.
Oh.
He just
Nice.
thunderstepped.
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay,
Wow.
so he's out of the fight.
I've only ever had that on boots.
Okay, there are multiple things that could have happened. If this is a traditional anime, he flies back with blood spraying and you hear his body shatter. as Luis explodes in a burst of energy, only to reappear somewhere else. Now, if this was produced by guys who produced The Boys,
Why are we...
Amelie is wiping an eyeball off of her cheek.
Yep.
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 That checks.
That checks.
That checks out.
That tracks.
Or the guys who did Voss Machina, because they would probably also have pulled that maneuver there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It'd be a lot goopier too.
I was so excited. I'm like, look, it's a D&D cartoon. Kaylee, come sit down. Let's watch it as a family.
Oh.
She said no. We got 5 minutes into it with the gnome bard. And I was like, oh, thank
Yeah.
God the 10-year-old isn't sitting here.
Scanlan Shorthalt. I know. I was like, oh yeah, they went there.
They went
Yeah.
there.
They went there.
They
Yep.
went there.
I'm glad they went there.
Same.
Yeah, I was suddenly really glad not to be in the same house as my parents.
Okay, so that's Luis. He evaporates one of them and then teleports.
Yes.
Okay. That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So how's Agnes holding up?
Well, Agnes didn't see anything. She probably heard it.
She heard the explosion.
But her back was turned. She's keep focusing on Darling and the blight, but she probably saw that big flash behind her. She's like, oh, maybe Louise had a flash grenade or something. Okay.
Fair.
And
Fair.
Yeah. Yeah. She's not paying attention to that bite. But anyway, she's gonna, after chugging her lovely wine bottle, she is going to throw it into the blights as she charges back in.
Okay.
That's a improvised weapon, wouldn't it be?
Yep.
Or something? Okay, I don't. How do you do the math for that one? I never use improvised weapons. So I have no idea
roll
what's
your
going.
pistol attack.
Oh, okay.
That should cover it.
Okay. Great. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 hits. There's one less in the pack.
Woo. Okay.
As it takes
then
the
as-
wine bottle to the face and splinters outward.
And then I'm gonna come in with my. I throw that, and then I'm gonna use my rapier as my my second weapon,
Okay.
and take a swipe seize.
Indeed.
And that is a natural 20.
So that's another one
Woo!
down.
So, can that be a 2-for-1 since it was a crit?
Sure.
Yes!
There's 6 left.
I feel great now. Thank you. Thank you, DM. And as I'm swiping at him, I'm going to say, get back off my bodyguard.
Words you never thought you'd say.
Stop hitting the bodyguard.
Yeah.
Also,
She's
words you never thought
delicate.
She's
Am I?
delicate.
Am I?
What?
That just raises more
mean-
questions.
I'll make an extra joke in there of, oh, I think I broke a nail.
I've broken all my nails at this point.
It's okay.
Speaking
I'm
of
sure
which-
we'll find a manicure kit.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
a toolkit you can have? Is that in the Dungeon Master Guide?
It's a homebrew thing.
I am proficient in. Whoa, sorry. I am proficient in nail tools.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I know that's my wake up from your nap alarm.
Oh.
You've been doing this all while napping?
Rob, next
No,
campaign.
It's from
Next
from
campaign.
last week.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's from last week. That was my time to wake up. Okay.
Jurassic
Fair
so
enough.
Park.
Fair enough. What is
start
Amelie
planning.
doing?
Amelie is going to gonna question why Luis is suddenly not there anymore another time. I'm gonna move over. Well, where can I get a line of sight on the big thing? Do I have to go back up the stairs
On the swarm?
on the swarm?
You
Yeah.
can always see one of them. If you can see the doorway, you can see
Okay.
them.
Okay. I'm gonna back up a little bit And then I will make a dart attack. 25.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Wait, that's a natural 20.
Nope, it was 19.
No, it was a 19.
It
No,
was?
it's
Oh.
Yeah, she has a big plus.
I have a big plus. Yeah. 6
Okay.
damage.
Okay, so that's another one down.
And then let's do the same thing again. That's a 16 to hit.
That's a 16 to hit.
And
That's another one down.
another 6 damage. All right. And I'm just going to stay back.
That is fair. Let's see here. The blight now being down to 4 is going to split its actions. One on Stefania. Nope. 2 on Darlene. And 1 on Agnes. Darlene takes 3. Agnes is going to take 3.
All right.
Rolling for half.
Yeah.
You roll with it. You only take 1.
Yes. Uncanny dodge. Woo.
Druid number 2 is going to leave. He does not feel a need to be part of this anymore.
Is
Wait,
he actually leaving directly past me?
No, he's
Okay.
leaving around you.
It's like, that was a bad plan on his part.
Yeah, he's not
I
getting
mean-
within range of the dude that just appeared.
Did he even see him appear, though? Because it looks like he's behind something.
I was intentionally hiding behind a barrel.
Yeah, the good news
That's
is that whether or not he saw him
can just
appear,
flee.
he's like, I don't need to be part of this. Peace.
Nope. Yep. Nope.
Nope.
We're good.
Nope.
Your assault on the winery has clearly failed.
Stefania is going to, between Stefania and Arabelle and then Darlene, it will be trivial to finish off the last of the blights. Although I will do this. There go 2 and a third. Darlene, do you want to roll for Darlene's last 2 attacks?
3?
Yeah. Just so you can have the privilege of critical hitting the last of them.
Yay.
Nice.
And that takes care of that.
Yeah.
And then everything gets quiet.
This will take a moment to dust himself off and cast a quick prestidigitation before coming back out from around the barrel.
When did you get outside?
I took a shortcut.
Agnes is going through her mental map of this place that she's gotten so far and is trying to figure out how he did that.
You found a secret passage. How clever.
Oh,
She's now assuming he went back out and around the back.
He just ran really, really fast.
Yeah. Probably from all the quick changes you have to do.
quite
I almost
possibly.
took expeditious retreat. I thought about it.
It's a good spell.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. You have a moment to breathe, and you kind of look around, and the whole of the winery has become alarmingly quiet. It's just the sound of your breathing, and in the case of one of you, the bleeding.
I'll lay out on the floor and just sprawl.
Thump.
I have 17. Wait, no, not even. I have 14 health out of 70.
Well, I have you at 7, actually.
Yeah,
When
was
did I-
gonna say,
when I take
I'm
7?
looking at 7.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Fine. I have 7 out of 70.
I have 5.
That's 63 damage I took.
I don't understand
I
these
mean,
numbers
you were
you're
raging
saying.
for most of it, though technically you took like
A lot.
130 some odd damage.
Exactly. I took a lot of hits. I'm on the floor.
I'm gonna start picking splinters out of your hair.
Just my
For
hair.
For right now, she's kind of still reeling. She doesn't want to cause you any more pain at the moment.
Yo, yeah, just leave the ones in my
it's
boom.
yeah, it's a good place to start.
That's fair.
So, do the plant monsters attack often?
Stefania kind of glances a bit and then makes a point of stepping away from Arabelle to talk to you. The druids have always hated us. The family has always stood against the castle. But they've never made an all-out assault before.
Has something changed recently?
They're getting bolder. Obviously.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I think they're planning some kind of a demonstration.
This wasn't the demonstration.
I hope it was, but I fear there may be something greater they're planning. Some proof to the Lord of the Castle that they are loyal to him.
Well, if that was the best they've got, I'm sure we'll be able to take them. Still pucking out splinters.
Darling's like half
Ah,
asleep on the floor.
Uh-huh.
Arabelle started tying some stuff around one of her arms where she's bleeding. She's got some fabric she's tied onto it. Just pulling it with her teeth.
I'm picking out splinters and twigs and trying to repin my hair up. That was nearly
Use some
a
of
disaster.
those twigs you pulled out as pins. New pins.
You have a few minutes to rest. If you want to stay here, do you want to explore some more of the winery? Or do you want to wait to see what happens?
I feel like maybe the ladies need a breather.
Mm-hmm.
I'll check that's a door behind me.
Yes.
I'll check that door right there just to make sure nothing's gonna pop out of it.
Okay.
And then you just hear from the floor.
Fair.
The door opens on a storeroom full of kegs.
Do any of the kegs look like they have anything hiding inside them?
It appears they're all intact.
Okay.
Nothing leaps out and says hi when you open the door.
All right. I'm gonna come back over here towards the rest of the group, and I gotta pick up my darts. Just start like picking through the sticks and
Grabbing up your darts.
Yeah.
Those.
Agnes is gonna take her vest and put it under Darling's head. So she's not, so her head isn't on the stones.
Fair. You, if you take the full short rest, if you want, or do you want to do something before we get to that full hour?
I don't know. Do we want to check out the rest of the rooms just to secure the building, or at least secure the first floor and make sure there's nothing else? I feel like we should at least check the rooms and make sure there's nothing
I think that would be wise.
nothing hidden in any of the other doors.
Mm-hmm. Agnes is going to turn to Stefania and say, keep an eye on her, would you? And I'm going to go with Amelie to start looking.
Okay.
This is the most
Around.
comfortable floor that I've ever slept on.
All right. Arabelle's going to join you as you explore. In fact, she's one again. You've noticed that the shooting of daggers between her and Stefania. So when Stefania agrees to keep an eye on Darlene. Arabelle's like, I will be coming with you. I think that would be better for me.
It'll be good to have you.
And she actually
Safety
pulls
in
her,
numbers and all
her
that.
hood up over her hair and pulls a few leaves out of some of it. What's Luis doing as the ladies head off to explore?
I guess he'll check the other direction.
Okay. Seems reasonable. So the ladies head this way. Luis is going to head this way. And I'll pop a few things out so you can see them. We have a cloakroom on that side. And a hallway on that side.
And then I'm gonna head in here. Can I access this blacked out area from that room?
You
This
can.
Storeroom? Okay.
Yep.
Peek,
And as you
peek behind those doors.
pink, you look in on a workshop for
Okay.
making barrels, as near as you can tell.
Understandable.
A Cooper's shop.
Indeed.
Agnes is going to go into this hallway and look through. This is the door, right?
Yep.
Right here. All right. She's going to look in here.
And you have found where they load the wagons. Above you, you can see a crane mechanism used to help lift lift kegs up onto the wagons. The one that's there is currently ready to go and ready to head out for shipment.
Good to know.
Agnes is
I'm-
going to close
that
this
too.
door.
Yeah,
Like-
close that.
Yeah. And if she can, she's going to lock it.
Yeah. There's a bolt, sunk, slide that shut. And you have a chance to kind of reconvene back in the main room.
I'm gonna ask, just like as an aside over here to Arabelle, is there any bad blood between you and the locals?
The Martinovs do not like Vistani. There is a history. That is not one I am thinking has been pleasant. I do not blame her. She is following her father's ways.
Is it a recent history?
Oh, no. Generations.
Amelie kind of
She kind of
rolls
looks.
her eyes, but is like, it's dumb. Like, I get that, but it's dumb.
Well, it is not that, as you say, dumb. The Vistani, we as a people have a history of siding with Strad Vandralevich in matters of the valley.
And what are your thoughts toward Strad von Zarovich?
I do not know the man. I know that those under his rule are miserable, sad, tortured. I am not agreeing with my father that he is any kind of good leader.
Can I make an insight check? See if
Absolutely, you can.
she's being honest, or is she just trying to?
Can I give a help on that one?
Pounce, 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 pounce.
Because I have.
You can roll your own insight check.
Okay.
That's an 11 for me.
That's an 11.
I'm tired.
Wait a minute. Give me 1 sec.
She is telling the truth as near as you can tell.
Okay.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I might have.
That's good enough to be moving on with for me.
Okay.
Okay.
No, because I have the ear for deceit, so when I make an insight check to determine whether a creature is lying, treat a roll 7 or lower as an 8. Okay.
Ah,
Nice.
good to know.
Just make it before I rolled anything.
Right.
Great. So that's an 8 plus 4.
This is 12.
So you're a little bit more sure than me that she's telling the truth.
She does appear to be relatively earnest.
Okay.
And if you recall your earlier conversation with her, she was not in full agreement with her family. As they were
that makes
starting her
sense.
down a certain road that she did not want to go down. And she's trying to find her own place in this world.
Yeah. Agnes can't relate, but I'm sure Amelie can.
Yeah.
I can certainly relate.
She shuffles her deck of cards. The more you question her, the more she like flips the cards around in the deck
Okay.
as like her nervous
tick.
habit. Yeah. And there's a moment where the closer Agnes looks at the cards, they almost seem to like, when she fans the cards out and closes them again, they don't physically move the way cards are supposed to. There's like a moment where the cards almost seem to like just shift under her hands without her manipulating the deck. She must be
Agnes is just-
really good at sleight of hand.
Yeah. Agnes doesn't want to go there, so she's just going to stop looking at the cards.
It's such fun.
I'm having so much fun playing the skeptic guy.
As I sort of settle down into like a resting position, I'm gonna kind of pat Arabelle on the shoulder and say, it seems we're in your debt again. You're a good friend to have in a fight.
Thank you. That is very kind of you to be saying. You lot are not so bad yourselves.
Well, my forte is trying to repin up my hair. My forte is 2 or 3 thugs in a back alley. I'm next to useless in pitched combat like that.
Fighting isn't my strong suit either. I mean, most of the fighting I did was in a well-regulated match for competition, so...
Era will lean over and actually help with the pinning, and will hold your hair back to facilitate.
Aw.
Aw.
It would look better if you simply let it down.
It's also easier to grab onto
There.
if you leave it down.
Mhm.
I've learned from experience.
You guys have a chance to breathe, and the rest of the family begins to fill into the center room where you've set up your shop. Having secured most of this floor of the house, and as they come in, they seem pretty confident you've dealt with whatever it is to deal with. The patriarch, whose name you may or may not recall from previous sessions, he said, going to his notes, we'll kind of pull you together to talk. So you found everything you had to find. That was quite a scrap. He glances at Stefania. It seems that you came through all right. And she'll quickly recount the battle to him. And the more she talks, the more impressed he is at your general prowess. But she gives credit where credit is due throughout, with one omission. She never brings up any contributions from Arabelle. But Davian, that was his name.
What?
Is very appreciative of your efforts. Says there seems to have been a bit of a problem. This attack had purpose. One of our ritual stones is missing.
Your ritual stones.
stones.
Yes, say what you will. He looks at Agnes. But there were gifted to the family a collection of these artifacts that ensures that at least the vines in our vineyards grow, where so many other plants in this valley fail. It would seem that we are now down 2. We've been surviving with just 2 of our 3 for some time. but I believe this attack was intended to be a distraction while they absconded with another. I'm not sure what they plan to do with it, but it can't be good. And before you all have a chance to discuss what your plan is with that information, we're going to take a short break. Because we have concluded a really intense combat, some interesting role play, and I think a few of us need to take a quick stretch so we can get back to this refreshed.
And, Darling in the background.
Exactly. So the party is going to take their short rest, update their HPs, tell me what they're going to be. Everyone else is going to take a short break, watch a couple of commercials, unless you're subscribed, in which case you go straight to the clips, and we'll see you all back here in 5 minutes.
Woo.
You're swinging again.
Oh man,
Oh,
this
this
guy.
guy's tough.
What's up with this guy?
He's
What? What? This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. All right, we're going. Let's go.
Okay.
And followed by the smite. Come on, Timber. We got this.
I mean, if he doesn't go down now, I don't know.
And
but
he finally drops.
yes.
And is out of the scrap. Gets to the guy in the...
I feel like we should not be meddling anyway. If there's someone killing someone else, it might be for good reason. You don't know.
Oh my.
That got dark. Wow. We have killed lots of people.
For various and sometimes no good reason. Yeah, she's not wrong. Oh, good lord, we're murder
I'm not
hobos.
one to judge, okay?
am I to conclude the party is going to enter into the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Got herself... Just stole a ship.
Holy God.
There's a reason they call her the upstart.
Oh my God. Can't even believe that worked.
Gentlemen, I am your new captain.
Yes.
And that is that weird, sickly smell in the air.
Oh, God.
Something like rotting meat.
Ew.
As we're walking, I'm starting to shake it off, and I'm just gonna say under my breath, she's just mad her mom never wanted her home for holidays either.
Wow, that's some Gossip Girl shit.
Wow.
Anybody else smell that?
It smells like salt.
Smells like
Not-
tea to me.
Not what I meant.
Alright, if you didn't know that was one of our clips, that's going in there.
Oh, dearie me.
Punch the. No, I know that's a bad idea.
There is so much nope surrounding this trap. I am not here for an amulet. I am here for a traumatized rogue. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's two.
Well, I wasn't really concerned about the amulet. I just thought that.
Do we have playbills nearby?
Sure.
Playbills are made of paper, right? And that's made of wood. Can I use shillelagh with a playbill? Because it's technically made of the same stuff I would need, right?
What pulp?
I'll allow it.
All right.
Like, why am I here?
I legit have been screaming this entire time. So you know what? What is the health of everybody
You're also
right now?
full health. You want to come
All right.
back and join
Everyone's
the battle?
full health.
No, we're not. The rest of
All
us
right.
are highly injured. You're on the
Yeah, we're
outside
all
full
hurting
health. You wanna,
pretty bad.
The
help out
jam
a little
board
bit?
says that everybody's. Oh.
Oh, refresh.
Refresh
Never mind.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ember's alive because I just healed for 12. Show is at 12 out of 41.
You were
like
literally
farting
seeing
around
full
on the
health
outside of
this
the circle.
entire
like,
time,
"Come
weren't you,
join
Yansen?
me. I'm full health. Y'all,
Shadows
I'm gonna
didn't
have a
have
picnic
a
over here."
spot on the jam of the thing, and I was just like, oh, I don't know.
I think we broke the.
Jeez.
Boy, that sucks. Like, I feel bad for him. I'm like, hey.
I've never seen this before.
Unspeakable brutality.
Yeah, a little closer. Go to the right. Oh no, I dropped down. Oh no, I'm under us.
I think they're sinking.
Yeah, they're
Okay, drop the anchor so we can collect our stuff. Having taken a holy order of some kind and other oaths.
I'm thinking like an elven, like really.
Kung Fu Elfin Monk?
Kung Fu Elfin Monk. Okay.
Yes, that meditates a lot.
I can live with that.
Because elves don't have to sleep as much, so totally right.
Way. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. Like, do we think it's gonna follow us?
Yeah,
I'm sure it will.
Run it? Yeah, I was gonna say, can we outrun it, or is it like something that's just gonna follow us no matter where we go?
I don't think we can outrun it. I mean, it's not going to come any closer for a bit.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna have to fight
Well,
it.
we could take shelter in the smoldering ruins, right? Because
I don't know if that's gonna help.
We
It's
don't
probably
know
just-
what's in the smoldering ruins.
Well, it couldn't be any worse than this.
We could
Oh
come
yes,
across-
it could.
We could come across like another giant creature, and then we're fighting two at the same time. And then
But
it's
it
terrible.
could be like Godzilla versus King Kong. So if we run into something even nastier, maybe it won't want to eat us. It'll go after the other thing because they're legends and they have to fight. That's how that works.
No, or they team up against us.
You've had a very fortunate life, haven't you?
I'm heading that way. I'll tackle
Oh,
her
she
ass
already has
again.
the potion. She already has the potion.
No, she just handed you the book, and as soon as your hands touched it, she let go and run.
She's not going to take the potion?
She's got bigger fish to fry, like getting her ass out of there. You shot her.
I'm trying to unshoot her to the best of my abilities.
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Go ahead and roll me a performance check. Maybe the dice are going to favor you at the moment.
Also,
Can't be an intimidation? I can't like intimidate the rhyme
No.
with my music? Okay.
No.
Well,
Can
I
you
thought I would
specialize
try.
this in intimidation music?
Or I
though?
can't persuade them to not sing with my music. Okay.
What's up,
Can
Molly?
Can we do anything when we're singing, or is that like it takes up our whole action?
Oh, it doesn't.
Come on.
It doesn't. Oh, good lord. Yeah,
Finally!
I'm over here trying.
I finally can bard.
Da-
For just let me bard. I never get to bard. I'm always doing failing rolls when it comes to bard skills.
The bard
This
is
the
being
first time.
But you're barding when it's most important.
It's about time.
MVP.
Sweden is my lucky country.
No
All right.
kidding.
Special and like not forced or anything. It's brilliant. I think the quote I have in particular is actually came from chat, which was the spell slide into DMs, which then became a spell. That's just it's very endearing. So I love it.
I'm going to follow it up by saying that the reaction to receiving a message spell was an absolute, just as far as role play goes. He goes in, he does a few loops, he comes back out, and beep.
Okay. Beep once if there's dead bodies in there. Beep twice. No, that doesn't work. All right, beep twice. No, that doesn't work. Okay, beep. Ah, screw it. I'm gonna see if I can sneak up. Look, see if I can sneak up and find a widow to kind of like. He's got really the sharpest tack in this box. David.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we assume this guy is bad.
Oh, he's super bad.
Well, you know.
Okay. That's all I needed to know.
I mean,
Good.
he keeps on trying to. He's a dick. He keeps on trying to coerce Irina into coming up to his castle and fucking die, become a vampire lady, and she's not into it.
Well, I mean, you know, okay.
I'm gonna go. Common, Mother Clucker, do you speak it? We need some information. I'm not sorry, by the way.
Oh no, that whole love interest thing. That's right. Oh, I forgot. I almost killed him.
As you seem to be doing really well with it.
Ooh, nat 20 to 25.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
Nice. Scattered it.
Wow. Well, you can roll your damage. I don't.
25. Because I got 3 6s.
Holy cow.
Oh my goodness.
She's hulked out. Rage hard.
Yeah, I think you should rage all the time. I think you
I
should
like this
never
rage,
not
yeah.
never
This
not be
is
raging.
it. Well,
There's
we get
where all our
2.
good rolls were hiding.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's why.
Okay, so we're back after the break. When we left off before we went on the break, the patriarch of the winery, Davian Maratov, has come in to check in with all of you and had shared the idea that the druids had come to claim one of the stones of power from the vineyard. What would you like to do with this information? And see, he looks around at all of you.
Hang on, I'm resetting my hit points.
Priorities here.
Priorities.
Darling's just sitting there
I
like,
mean, Agnes heard artifact, and she's
oh, I heard that screaming coming from her.
Ah!
What's happening? What was that?
So unpleasant.
What was
What
that?
was that?
And will it happen again? Time out. Time out.
What?
I'm so confused. Okay, can we just?
What was that?
My
Can we
ears just played a yellow card.
hold on? Can we just hold on? Time out.
Time out.
So last session as well, there were noises that you guys kept hearing that I haven't heard.
Yes.
Yeah. It's happened in the last couple of sessions.
Okay.
When the noise happens, is my mic triggering? I don't see the yellow thing around my thing.
It may have. I'll keep an eye for it.
Hard
Yeah,
to pay
keep an eye.
attention when your ears are bleeding.
But I am gonna.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a moment though, from a technical side of things, and put a panic button in here. I don't have one, so I'm gonna create a panic button for those moments.
It's gonna be very discouraging for me if it's my mic because I just bought this mic and it's like a $60-$70 mic. So
Let's see. Collection. Let's see. This is the source is. What's this called? PC out audio. Okay. So if it starts again, the good news is we have the kill switch live. So going forward, I'm ready to deal with that again. Hopefully we won't have to. I don't use that. Let's use that for it. There we go. And I'll label this PC audio. Okay, so assuming we're good to go. Yeah. What would you like to ask? / how would you like to proceed with this information?
So Luis is going to just ask where would they be likely to take the stone?
Well, the Druids, they make their primary camp and ritual site about 3 miles from here in a place called Yester Hill.
Okay.
Now, it's so named because the clouds in the distance allegedly can show you bits of history.
Interesting.
What would these stones look like? Would they have any particular engravings in them? And roughly how big are they?
About the size of your fist.
All
It looks at
right.
you, it looks at himself. About size of 2 of your fists.
Rude, but fair.
Well, being accurate. And he's actually not wrong. The one that we most recently have lost was a blue gemstone. Very easy to identify as such. About
So they have likely taken it to this hill. What would they do with it? Do you have any idea?
I haven't the faintest idea, but it can't be good. They've always thrown their lot in trying to impress the master of the Ravenloft. So
You said
whatever
they
they're
took another-
plotting has to be bad.
You said they took another one as well, right?
No, the first one disappeared some time ago. The witch down in the swamp, we think, has it.
Right. And what would that one look like?
Same, but green in color.
Green.
Nah, I wouldn't be messing with that old hag. She keeps mostly to herself, and everyone's the happier for it. And with two, the vineyards still were able to maintain a decent output. Oh, my father would have had us going after the first one, but there's too many of us in the house, and it wouldn't feel right spreading the family thin. And why pick a fight you don't have to?
Well, I suppose we can attempt to retrieve the stone for you. If you can perhaps give us a place to stay for a bit, maybe provide some more information about the lay of the land here. We are recently marooned.
Marooned?
In the plane crash. More specifically.
The aeroplanes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's
I blame poor piloting.
If I recall correctly, there's one of them flying machines parked up by the over near the Barovian town, isn't it?
Yes, we've seen that one. It lacks certain necessary parts. Also a pilot.
Well, any of us could probably be better than the ones that brought us here, so.
So your intention was not to find yourselves in our fair Barovia?
Not so much, no.
We don't see
Not
too
that
many.
your Barovia isn't lovely, but it was not our
It's a
intended
shithole.
destiny. I've
Your
heard
words, not mine.
pleasantries. The best course of action.
We do what we can to ease the pain of those trapped within the borders.
A noble pastime.
He claps the side of one of the winemaking casks. It's slow work, but we do what we can. What questions have you? You said you want to know more of the lay of the land.
You're the one that asked the question, Louise.
I was going to see if anybody else wanted to chime in on this conversation. Apparently the answer is no. All right.
I'm going to be picking splinters out for a week, so.
Fair enough. Is there a graveyard nearby by any chance?
Graveyard. Well, we've got a small family of plots that we use behind the winery. There's the druids up at Yester Hill have a series of standing stones. I'm sure they've probably buried theirs there as well.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is Luis flipping through his notebook?
He is flipping through his notebook. Well, okay. This hill might be, this Yester Hill, you say, might be something we're looking for.
Oh.
All right.
How so? Because if you're thinking climbing a tree will give you a view outside the valley, that's not going to get you there.
No. Although we have had a report of an evil tree, so on a hill that may need dealing with. Yes.
What manner of report did you receive about an evil tree? Not discounting, of course, the creatures that the druids summoned forth to attack.
Just the chance meeting on the road.
Chance meeting?
Yes.
There are no chances in this valley.
Okay. Predestined meeting then, either way. Just some things we're trying to check into while we are here.
Your discretion is yours to have.
But, yes. I think it might align our needs to go check out this hill and the druids who have stolen from you.
Appreciate that, I do.
What do you think, ladies?
Can it wait till tomorrow? Or is it a matter of urgency?
Davian is not entirely sure. He is happy to put you up for the night if you want to wait out the storm and see what happens.
Well, there is always the strategy of going after them before they have a chance to recover.
True.
But
we've also not had a chance to recover completely.
Yes, that was going to be my next point. Then again, we did take some heavy damage, so
I mean, I've got some juice left in me, but I'm not running at full capacity.
I'm feeling fine, but obviously I
as am I.
Will defer to
They're the two people who aren't built for melee range.
I am a melee range.
Yeah, but it's not
That's all I got. Yeah, I don't have any
Okay, so the person
limited use.
the person not meant for melee range and the squishiest party member.
Yeah. I don't have anything that's limited use, so it's
That's true. That's
I don't have to recover spell slots or key points or whatnot. Or rages.
This is very true.
So we can keep going tonight if you two go in front.
So send out the squishiest, but also recovers the fastest.
A viable strategy.
Squishy but bouncy.
Or wait for first light and set out in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Also a perfectly viable strategy.
I'm gonna be in favor of waiting till first light unless everybody else is opposed to that. In which case, I'll defer to everybody else. Is our bodyguard up yet, or is she still snoring?
I think she's still passed out.
No, I sat up. I'm
She
just
have
like kind of
opinion
groggily,
here?
like I'm kind of groggily, like yeah, sleep more. Mhm.
5 more minutes.
5 more hours.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Just tomorrow. That's it. Just tomorrow.
All right, so rest until morning seems to be the prevailing wisdom.
All right, then. The family will put you up for the night.
Yay.
In fact, let me look again at the map of the winery. They are going to, for the sake of just filling you in on what's going on, dunk. Bunk. The group will be given 2 of the rooms to take over for the night. And the residents that you have displaced will be sleeping. We'll find other places to sleep. I guess that's the best way to put it. And so to that end, you will also be given full... Whoops. There we go. Full run of the kitchen, which is on the upper floor as well. You were asked to stay out of the room just off the kitchen, as that is where most of the family is going to put themselves for the evening as well.
Reasonable.
A few of the boys are going to be sleeping out in the wagon in the straw with one of the horses, and they kind of are making a bit of an adventure out of it. The one who has the babe in arms is probably the least comfortable with this. Just the idea of having to, sleep in her parents' room with the sleep in her parents' room with the babe in arms with her parents is not really liking that, but we'll make do as necessary, as one does. Stefania, as she's helping move the boys out of the room that Luis is going to be given, as they do not intend to make any of you share rooms. They've kind of like opened one and said, "So, Miss St. Clair, Miss Devereaux, Miss Odessa, and your companion, this will be your room. Luis, my friend, you will be the next room over."
Yay.
Stefania is the last one out of the room that the girls are being given, and she just stares daggers at Arabelle as she gathers up some blankets to carry out. And you can feel the "I cannot believe I'm giving my room up to you" vibe. She doesn't say anything, but she doesn't have to.
I dare her to make a comment. I don't say anything, but I don't have to.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna stand on her other side as an giving a kind of looking down my nose at whatever her name was.
Stefania?
I forgot it. Stefania. Being like,
I'm not looking down my nose. I'm just like levelly, like she's one of us.
I'm kind of looking down my nose at her, being like, "You're disrespecting someone who like practically saved your life. You're being a little
out of pocket."
Yeah. Like,
she doesn't say anything to you as she leaves, and if she has to, she will be pointedly forcibly polite about getting around you. Like, just please, excuse me.
I
She
will
slips
say,
around you.
before she leaves the door, I will say, thank you for your help this afternoon. We needed every person in that room. Put just a little bit of an emphasis on every person in the room.
She looks back. I would die to protect my family.
What is that even like? No. I think it, I don't say it.
I was like, wait,
Half
what?
my family's already dead, so.
I'm just happy to have had the opportunity and happy that we all made it through, despite the circumstances.
It was a victory to celebrate, that's for certain.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Father has made sure there is wine on the table in the kitchen for you.
Oh, wine.
When you have a chance to like settle your gear and go around down the hall and check in on the kitchen, you are hit with the smell of just amazing preparations.
Yay, food.
Food.
Oh yeah.
Feed me.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we had food.
Food.
Like good food.
Like food, yeah.
I mean, granted,
while.
almost everything is marinated in wine, but
Hey,
that's the best
not
part.
That is not a negative.
as long as you're down with it, you're down with it.
That's the best part.
Are there interesting points of business you would like to pursue before we fast forward to the next morning?
I think I'm good.
I'm good.
All good.
Actually.
2 seconds.
Wait
later.
a minute.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so I still have that weird pocket watch thing. I'm actually going to take a hot second to, look at it. Because I've been carrying it around for a couple of days. I'm like, I almost
investigate the
traded
pocket
this
watch?
away. I almost traded this away to get out of this place. To get out of Wallachia.
You did. But yes, you do have the pocket watch you picked up in the haunted house.
Yeah, way at the beginning.
Yes.
So I'm actually going to take a moment to take a look-sees at it.
All right. You sit down and start to fiddle with it. The first thing you notice, so you pop the crown to try to set it or to wind it, and the crown does not release. So you can't, it doesn't wind, and you can't change the time on it.
What time is it stuck at?
It looks like it's currently set to 2:45.
Okay.
And you start fiddling with it. And you check this, you check that, you take out a couple of your archaeological tools, and obviously you're going full explorer mode on it. Like, okay, how do I set it? Well, maybe I can pop the back off of it. Or maybe I can, release the glass to get to the hands. Maybe that's how it gets set. And the more you fiddle with it, the harder it is for you to find the opening until you have a slip where one of your tools just pops wrong in your hands, and you just feel that pinch at your fingertip where the blade of the screwdriver slips into your skin.
Oof.
And you immediately go to suck on your finger, and there's a little drop of blood right on the tip. And you look down, you can see a little spot where the blood is already like caught on the edge of the watch. And there's a moment where the little spot just sort of like seems to get sucked into that gap between the glass and the frame. And then the hands start to spin.
Are they going clockwise or counterclockwise?
The hour hand is going clockwise. The minute hand is going counterclockwise.
Okay.
And they start to pick up speed, and then they come to a stop. And they're currently resting at 3:18.
Well, that was weird. She's gonna keep fiddling with it.
Okay. Over the course of the evening, you fiddle with it. You have some food. You have a chance to catch up with everyone else. Do you tell them of your discovery with the watch?
Well, I don't know how it works yet, so how can I tell them the discovery? Gotta keep working at it.
Fair enough.
Sure.
Fair enough. You head in. Is there anything else interesting happening this evening before I jump too far forward? For Arabelle's part, she's just going to find a place to put her back against a wall and pull her cloak around herself and sit.
That's fair.
Unless someone wants to engage her in a conversation. But she's mostly staring daggers at the door behind which is the master bedroom.
If we're like chatting, I'll kind of just like, I'm not gonna make a special attempt to draw her, but I'll like address comments or toward her, or just like try to bring her in
Okay.
to the conversation, like you would somebody at a party you don't know very well, but you kind of want to make sure everybody feels included.
Okay, fair. She'll engage with you pleasantly. You're welcome to ask her any kind of personal questions, but if it's just a general like life, history, universe, we're drinking, we're having a lot of wine, we're eating really amazing mutton. Let's just get through the night and be pleasant with each other. Then she will be pleasantly engaged with you.
I think that's more what I'm going for. Yeah.
Okay. Probably later than you should have. You all take time to head towards your beds. And Agnes will take a moment to look at that watch again.
Mm-hmm.
It now reads 3:17.
Oh.
Going backwards.
Well, clearly this is broken, so she's just gonna put it away for now and then go to bed.
Oh my god.
It's going to be fun later.
Yeah, it will.
Okay. Made a note to myself about that. So, morning comes. What is everyone's plan? You are now fully rested.
Yay!
And all the consequences of putting off what you could have done last night are in full force.
Oh, do we all have like hangovers now or something?
No, but the world has had a chance to forward itself 12 hours. And your enemies do not sleep.
Which seems unfair.
Should all been elves.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, no. I mean, it is what it is. You wake up to another dreary day. The rain has stopped. So there's no longer the sounds of the rain beating against the glass. There's no thunder in the distance. But as you look out over the hillside down to the tree line, you're struck again by the sheer lack of a morning sun. There is no bright pink to the sky. There's no coming of blue. There's no shift of that rich violet into the blue colors as the stars fade away. There's just the same dreary overcast.
Reminds me of home in London.
probably not all that unlike San Francisco, too, to be honest.
Okay. We're a float your boat. What is your plan?
All right. So we're trying to recover their ritual stone. Is that right?
I believe that was the consensus
Sounds
we
accurate.
reached last night.
Okay.
Sounds accurate.
Okay.
They will happily give you directions.
Directions would be good.
It's not hard. You head back to the road and take the road to the southwest, and eventually you will not miss Yester Hill. It kind of rises up as a hill.
Do we have a plan of approach, or how do we want to?
Not die?
Do we want to do some recon first, or just march right up there?
I think recon would be best, considering there's only, she does a head count, 5 of us, unless you're coming with us. Whatever your name was.
Stefania?
Stefania, yes, her.
Stefania coming with
Whatever your name is.
Yeah, it's okay. We don't care about her.
Wow.
Listen, she was mean to the other one.
Exactly. That's what I thought.
Wow.
Arabelle.
You're really feeling that love.
And I felt like that was wrong.
Really feeling that love.
I'm so bad with names. If I don't have the name under the token, I will forget the name, okay? It took me so long to learn your guys' character names, and your character names are right under your faces. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
We're not all name people.
We'll see how hard she fights to save your life next time.
Oof.
Listen, I'm trying to defend her honor. I'm not very good at it.
Fair.
At least you're trying.
You are.
I feel like that's an improvement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Agnes usually doesn't try.
Development. That's character development.
Yes.
It is character development.
Given our lack of stealth tactics and skills, we may just have to accept that we're gonna head forward and see what there is to see.
Is there a way
I can try sneaking through. I can have
there
very light steps.
Like a more indirect way we can approach the hill, or is it just like they're gonna have the high ground the whole way? Like, is there a way we can scope things out beforehand, or what's the approach gonna look like?
It's up to you. The hill rises up out of the forest, is what you'll be told. So you could cut through the tree line so you're not just walking up the road towards it, but that's entirely up to you.
What are the dangers of going in the tree line?
Getting lost.
They are druids.
Yeah, probably not gonna go well for us to
So
try
a
to
direct
go through the woods.
walk up the path it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Perhaps we could try and get a count on how many there are before we make our attack.
That's a good idea. Do they have any idea of numbers?
They have no idea how many are there.
That checks out.
It's very difficult to say. Only that there's enough that they could launch that assault and feel comfortable still retreating.
Yeah. Okay. June, what's Agnes's stealth?
+2.
I have a +6.
Oh, we do have somebody who's stealthy.
I feel like I might be a little bit more suited for that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which I don't know how much good it's going to do us if we're walking up the front driveway, but we can see.
It's a gray area.
All right.
It's
I mean, isn't everywhere in Barovia a gray area?
Kind of, yeah.
That's a fair assessment.
Pretty much, yeah. So is that the plan? You're going to kind of head down the road take an hour and a half to head down the road, and then peel off to approach it through the tree line?
I think that's the plan, unless anybody else has any comments, ideas, suggestions.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. Give me a few quick All right, so you start to make your way down the road towards the hill. Okay, overshot. And what you notice is as you approach, the path you can see around the tree line, there is a large rise that does rise up in a clearing. Has rings of stones that create a circle at the top, and you can make out some sort of massive tree at the far side of the hill itself. Now, at this stage, you're not close enough to really make out any people. Just the ring of standing stones at the top of the hill. And again, you can kind of see the top of that tree in the distance. Bink. Ah, there we go. And every once in a while, you need to double check to make sure the map you're using is actually going to be a map you want to use and not a map you're not going to want to use. Because the scale for our purposes, the scale of 50 feet equals 1 square is not useful if combat breaks out.
Oh.
Shockingly
Yeah. Nope. I didn't catch that earlier. I thought, man, because I put the tokens down. I'm like, that is a very snug little thing. That's gonna be a little tight there. That's what that's gonna be. So you head off to the tree line, and start to approach. As you make your way along, you can hear chanting echoing down the hill towards you.
That's not a good sign. All right.
Would it be in a language that any of us recognize?
I would love for our archaeologist to roll me a history check.
Yay! That's a 12.
Okay. It is not a language you recognize.
Okay.
It sounds like a derivation of Latin, but the syntax is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So as you start to think you've picked out where this is going, suddenly, wait, that word doesn't match with the crap. Okay, so it's a Latin derivative. Okay, we've got that part.
No. Not everything's a Latin derivative. Some things are an Arabic derivative.
That was very Eurocentric of you.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah, just saying.
And also some things are Germanic based, because Germanic isn't really Latin based. I don't think.
German's just a weird language.
German is weird. So is English. English is the weirdest of them all.
As English isn't a language. English is what happens when you hang out in the back alleys of various ports throughout Europe and mug other languages for interesting words.
Jesus.
That's how you get English, folks.
Yeah.
Okay. English is 3 languages. German is angry.
All in a trench coat. Yeah.
German is only angry when you want it to be. German can be as beautiful and poetic as any other language. I will die on that hill.
Okay. English is like 7 languages in a trench coat. Let's be honest.
Speaking of hills, you can hear this chanting coming down it.
Okay.
At the top of the hill, there is, you can see the series of stones that make up a circle. And as you get a little bit closer, you see at the top of the hill, you can just kind of make out over their eyes, of some kind of a wooden structure in the middle of it. And there's just enough room that you can kind of see again this massive tree at the back of the hill away from you.
About how many? Can we tell how many things are up there, or just?
You're going to have to climb the rise and take a look past the standing stones.
Okay. Do you want me to try stealthing it forward a little bit?
If you're comfortable with it.
I can certainly try.
Andy, can you give me a refresh as to what that shows you? That's your detect magic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool beans.
That
Do you want me to
shows
tell the
me-
table, or do you want it all to yourself?
You can tell the table.
You're sure?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me that stealth check as you start to creep up the side of the hill.
Okay. $19.
Okay. Oh, yeah. There's no one has a clue you're coming. So that's good.
That's good.
That's good. That is absolutely grade A perfect. You make your way up the hill. Perfectly hidden. Okay. Meanwhile, Luis's eyes start to kind of glow a bit as he takes a look up. And what you can see is there's definitely magic radiating from whatever thing is in the middle of the stones of the circle and the tree. And they've got the same
circle thingy,
essence.
magic tree.
Yeah. As Amelie makes her way up, there are certain things that stick out in your vision. First, there's a collection of the druids you fought earlier, standing in a half circle around a massive wooden effigy. And as you look past the stones, it becomes very obvious that this effigy is of a man in a black cloak, whom you have not seen before. As you start to look over the creatures at the hill, just past the circle of these half circle of these chanting druids, you see a man standing next to a black horse.
Oh no.
His hair
he
is
look
white
familiar?
and slicked back. Pale skin opposite his dark, rich purple jacket with the gold piping along the edges of it. The hide collar and the perfectly tied necktie. You'd almost swear he was holding a wine glass in his offhand, except he's not. But he is positively beaming with pleasure as he watches the events unfold. And yes, you do recognize him from having crashed the funeral several days prior.
Great.
Fan-friggin-tastic.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. I'm gonna backtrack and relay all of that to everybody else.
Well, that's pleasant.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing up there, but it's nothing good.
Arabelle has her cards in her hand and she fans them out and closes them again and fans them out and closes them again. We are going to hit him now? Or do we let them complete whatever ritual they're trying?
Yeah.
I would rather not see what the end of this ritual looks like.
I love that it's you
I
saying
don't know about everyone else, but Arabelle will throw an eyebrow straight up and turn to look at Agnes like, what did you just say?
Why did I say that? Agnes is confused. Agnes is so confused. Like, maybe she subconsciously believes she's gonna have to not think about this later.
And back in the lockbox.
Okay, let's dig out the shovel. Come on, let's go deeper down. Come on. Break out the pickaxe. Let's go.
Well, we're just gonna have to dig another layer to this cellar then.
We're digging into the sediment with this one.
The shed is full. Time to build another shed.
Whatever they are doing, it cannot be good.
No,
Especially
I don't imagine
Can I
it
tell
is.
what kind of magic it is they're doing?
Especially with whatever Latin they're using. My goodness.
Yeah, I'm looking at Luis like, okay, you, like, this is your wheelhouse, bud. What do we do here?
Give me another history check for Agnes, if you'd be ever so kind.
I don't run into many
What does a
chanting
20 get
cults
me?
back home.
I have +9 to history, guys.
Wait, what did you roll?
I rolled an 11. I'm now at a
Oh.
20.
A lot of history.
Yeah,
She is an archaeologist.
this is true.
You can archie all that ologist.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
Okay. That's what you hear in Latinish. Now that you've had time to hear it a few times, you can translate it.
Despite their very, local dialect of Latin, I am starting to get what they're saying.
And
she's gonna go with what they're saying and the rhythm of they're saying it. One with the sky, one with the land, one with the sky. Rise from our roots, rid us of foes. For the land, for the Lord, for all that came before. Rise upon your roots and smite where you go.
That doesn't bode well.
No.
Things get smote.
No.
Smote.
I took a couple liberties with the wording because there's a weird translation sort of thing that happens, but that's.
I think we get the message.
Yeah, that's kind of what they're saying.
I'm gonna look at Luis. Any ideas how we stop it?
Stop the casters. You stop the ritual.
Blow it up?
That's
worked before. Does anyone have any more bombs?
I am.
We had bombs in the first place?
Maybe.
They're conveniently timed bombs, but we do have bombs.
Arabelle will slide a card out of her deck, and it starts to kind of glow with an energy as she looks at Luis.
Alrighty. I'll head full and bombs to the forefront.
This is a magic ritual. This is all you, buddy.
Yeah. I'll just whip out that counter spell I don't have.
Yeah, go ahead.
You've got a few levels to go. As you start to rise up along the crest line, to to engage whatever it is you think you need to engage. You take some time to hear in particular that the chanting has stopped.
Ah, hell.
And you start to hear this rich laughter cascading towards you over the hill. And then you hear the sound of earth. The sound of just something being like, if you picture the sound of pulling a plant out of the ground and then multiply that by 747 a jet engine. And you look, and in the distance, that tree that you can see the top of begins to sway as it begins to lean towards you with each sway until you realize it's walking.
Oh. I don't like
That's
that.
good.
You look up, and you can see that the massive tree is starting to lurch towards you as it begins to cross through the circle of stones and begins to head towards the rise. You're coming up.
All right. Operation Lumberjack.
I don't have an axe.
That's the plan?
Yes.
Attack the giant tree.
Attack the giant tree.
Attack the giant
That's
tree.
the plan.
That sounds like the plan.
I think I heard that was the plan.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do, let's see if I can get everybody on here enough that we can see what we're doing. All right, there's
Hold
that
on,
guy.
expecting a bigger tree. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's how big it is? Okay.
And there.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
That looks a bit better.
Y'all feel better about that now?
Mm-hmm.
Is that
Yeah,
a
that looks
sufficiently
better.
big tree for the circumstances?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty big. About the size of the swarms that we fought, right?
No, it's 3
Right.
squares.
It's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
Okay. No problem.
This is not fine, but I
Yeah, this is
admire
fine.
your optimism.
My optimism is surrounded by fire on all sides. So.
As it begins to surge towards you, you notice that along the sides of it, it's glowing with this sick blue light. Let's see, and it is joined by. That might be all we need. Let me double check a few things.
Question.
Go for it.
The blue light, is it connected to anything or is it just like within the tree? It's like self-contained within the tree.
It is self-contained within the tree.
Okay, thank you.
The effigy has melted away into nothing.
No cape left?
No cape left.
Aw.
Now, the man in white, the man with the white hair, has gotten onto his horse, and he is watching this tree heading towards you as you start to come up the hill towards it. It's not hard to notice that he has... Well, here's my question. Are you still attempting to sneak? Or is this now officially an all-out charge?
Good question.
I'm not charging yet.
I was just letting the tree come to us
Yeah.
while skulking. Skulkily.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hopefully.
We're not making our presence known quite yet. If the trees notice us, that's a tree's business.
Oh my god.
Fair enough. Then that is where we will be setting up shop. That's a pretty good distance away. The druids are going to fall back behind it to watch it go and cackle evilly. As they have no intention of engaging, it is given a mission, and they're waiting to watch it do what it's going to do. And it will begin to lumber in your direction. Strahd, for his part, looks directly at Agnes.
No.
And even in the moment, she's
Okay.
like, oh, and she takes like a step to the right so that there's that standing stone between her and him.
Yeah.
And everyone else can see he's staring through the stone at her.
I must step in front of Agnes.
And he just grins.
He wants
I'm gonna just, yeah.
As he knows you are there. But he does not approach.
Good.
Well, that's something, I guess.
She actually has her hand on her pistol ready to shoot him if he comes too close.
And
this was only for Strahd.
Is that?
So,
Well, let's
conversationally. Eldritch Blast has 120 foot range. just saying.
Fair enough. Let's roll some initiatives.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
I would prefer not to, actually. And on second thought, I changed my mind.
Oh, come on.
What are you changing your mind on?
Rolling initiative.
He doesn't want to roll initiative.
Okay, so
I might have gotten a 5.
Oh.
I got a 6. I'm not. Yeah.
Hey, you beat me.
I beat you, but only by 1. What did you roll in this? Initially, what was the number?
3.
You rolled a 3. Okay, I rolled a 4. So.
Good God.
Rare
What is
low
it
dex
with
rogue?
monks?
It's a monk thing.
It's a monk thing.
No kidding. Jeez. Was it in our chat or was it on my Discord where we had the thing about the barbarian gets his first 20 for initiative?
I said that.
Yeah, the monk
I might
goes.
actually go first. 28. I take barbarian takes a point of emotional damage.
Yep. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Yep. So, yeah, again, there's a nice big open space between you and the tree blight. And because I don't have enough room to do anything else, we're going to use this map because, darn it, I don't have another one. So you're going to fight it on the top of the hill.
Okay.
If that's what you want to
Ignore
do.
the rest of the hill.
If that's what you would like
Conveniently.
to do. You don't have to.
That's fine.
What does Amelie do as it comes lumbering towards her? You are free to do nothing. That is your call. But you have the first option to do something if you so desire. How fast is it moving? I will tell you it is not moving terribly fast. However, it is literally huge.
Yeah. Okay.
Big old tree.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to engage it right there in front of all the druids, or do we want to pull back and see where it's going?
DM will say if you pull back to see where it's going, you can do that.
However.
No, you can totally do that. I'll just whip up another map.
Well,
I have
I just
maps.
meant this is too much. I didn't know if we wanted to, because the druids are all right there. Are we running to pitch, or are we pulling back to a little bit better vantage point? Is what I'm asking.
DM will tell you wherever you fight it, the druids are not engaging.
Okay.
It's one step is your whole movement. Yes, but it takes one step every 6 seconds.
Well, if we engage it here, it's gonna have the high ground. So
We're on the same level.
Are we on?
Are we on the same level, or are we still kind of down the hill?
You are on the same level.
Oh, never mind then.
Rob will make unless you really want to fight it further down the road, then Rob will make a special map for next week to demonstrate that you waited until you got there.
I'd prefer to fight it as far away from the winery as possible.
So on the top of the hill is probably good.
Oh, here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, if you want to, fighting retreat, that's fine by me. I've got
Oh, there
plenty
we
of
are.
range for this.
There we are. Okay.
Okay. So here and now.
I mean, you can let it come to us.
No time like the present.
Yeah.
Okay.
Use the stones as cover.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Wait, DM, where is
What?
Strahd on this map?
Strahd would be yoink, 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 yoink. He is going to be chilling out way back over here with the druids at the far side of the circle. So, watching their work do their thing. There's more than 3, but just for perspective's sake.
Okay, thank you very much.
They're way over there.
are these are these stones gonna even make any kind of cover?
Oh, sorry. I don't know why I'm able to move that.
Ah!
Leave him alone.
That is not where it was before.
No touchy.
I was dragging up on the map and then I accidentally moved up and grabbed the tree and dragged him down. And I was like, wait, that's not what I meant to do.
Done that before.
Okay, you are the barbarian, but you're not that tough.
I beg to differ, sir. No, I'm kidding.
Dragged him by his hair off the.
How
But
break
yeah.
that tree?
Stones. Are they gonna provide any kind of cover? Or
They're full, like they're the 10-foot tall, 5-foot around stones.
Like Stonehenge.
Like Stonehenge, without the cross pieces across the top.
Okay.
Okay.
I will.
You can totally wait for it to come to you guys.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna kind of move to this rock over here.
Okay.
How fast did you say he was moving?
He's taking about 1 step every 3 seconds.
Oh, so he's not gonna get to us for a while.
Each step is about 15 feet.
Okay, so it would be a couple of rounds before he got.
He's
to
moving at a comfortable walk.
us. Okay. Yeah, spreading out is maybe a good thing. Are these regular 5-foot squares?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we are not using the 50-foot square map that I originally had planned to use tonight. Before I realized it was a 50-foot square map.
I made that exact same mistake at one point.
Yes.
So I'm gonna get over to this rock over here.
Big,
Maybe
scary
we can-
ant covers it.
Yeah, maybe we can kind of like get around and then attack from all sides. Yeah, I'll get over to that rock and then I'll take off my gloves, take off my pretty gloves, and I'll hold an attack for if he gets to us before my next turn or before the next top of. I'll hold an attack. I'm just gonna like slink over to a rock and like.
Fair enough. Okay. That then is going to, Arabelle is going to cut the other direction. And pull out a card and start to roll it between her fingers. And Agnes is almost sure that it's on fire as she flips it around.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
There's a little,
It's certainly not.
flicker, and Agnes is like, nope,
No.
Nope.
nope.
How was
Already said something weird about a ritual. I'm not looking anymore.
Wow.
Head's going deeper in the sand.
What's Darling doing?
You know, I'm like peeking around the stone and like death glaring back at Strahd, like, no.
Comfortably stay behind the stone?
Comfortably staying behind the stone, but also in front of Agnes. Because no.
No.
And I will, in case he does his Strahd things and magically appear, I'm holding my action to smack him with a rapier. If he comes near. In the next 6 seconds. Or a couple seconds, whatever.
Oh, and good evening, Pond, and everyone else. I'm going to guess you were just finishing your game of Dungeons & Dragons this evening. So huge thank you for bringing everybody over here after that. Please tell us how it went in the chat, and we can chat in the chat. For those that don't know, my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. We are also playing D&D here. We are in Curse of Strahd 1921, where our skeptic just let slip from her lips, we better not let them finish the ritual. Which
Just
is
in
her
time for them to finish the ritual.
Right. Also, 10 sessions, this is the first time she has acknowledged the possibility of magic. So this has been a watershed evening. So that's kind of like capping you up here. The reason you can only see them on the map is that the massive tree is lumbering towards them because they wanted to have a good night's sleep.
That's all we wanted.
We're not regretting it, right?
You're not? Are you?
Right? We're not
This was one of
regretting
those
it.
I mean,
metagame moments
I'm
for
regretting
me.
lots of things right now. So many things.
So many regrets.
Mhm.
So many regrets.
So many regrets.
As it happens. Oh, and thank you for that, Eric. The Book of Fate has been fully primed. So if you don't want to use a loot card, we also now have access to the Book of Fate, which the downside, and this is gonna turn very much into what happened this morning when I took my coffee stream and we went and we checked on Pond, and she was wrapping up her stream. We are actually on the back end of ours, so we probably won't finish this combat tonight, but we're at least going to get it started. Speaking of which, the tree is going to begin to lumber towards all of you. And in particular, yoink, that direction. So he's going to end up right there when he has completed his move.
Oh, he coming. He said.
That then raises the question, what would Agnes like to do in this moment?
Oh gosh, what does Agnes want to do? Agnes is really trying not to have a mental breakdown at the moment. Let's see. All right, but with the sand filling her ears as she buries her head deeper, she's going to see what Amelie and Amelia? Is that her name?
Amelie.
Yeah, we have Amelie and no, what was the other one? What's her name?
Oh, Arabelle?
Arabelle, thank you.
Okay.
Both A's, okay?
We have a lot of
Amelie
A's in
and
this group.
Arabelle.
And
Amelie,
Agnes.
Arabelle, and Agnes, okay? There's so many A's. I don't know if any of them are straight, so... Straight A's?
I was wondering where you were going with that.
That's it. Session over. We're done.
But she's gonna be going behind one of these crooked rocks. Definitely not making eye contact with Strahd.
Yeah, I think Arabelle officially, I will tell you once I have figured it out.
Okay,
I think that's kind of where she's at in all of this.
great.
I mean,
It's
you
not
asked.
really the time for this conversation.
Yeah, I know. But she's gonna take a position behind this rock. She has her pistol out because if Strahd makes a move, that the bullets are for him.
I also love
Giant
how you're all
horrible tree monster, but we're saving the bullets for Strahd.
Yeah.
Also, you're all hiding
I love
behind
this
giant
group.
rocks from the massive walking tree. I think that's so adorable.
We're trying our best.
That is utterly adorable. Is Luis doing anything of consequence besides
Yes.
joining the ladies in panic?
No! Luis is shooting the thing. Or at least
Luis is
attempting
being
to.
useful-ish.
Ish.
I got an
We
11
don't know
and
if
a
he
19.
hits.
Blam blam.
No, it's bang.
Bang bang.
Bang, bang.
You can roll damage.
Bang.
All right. Once or twice.
Just once.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Ooh, 10. Okay.
Nice.
KKK.
I'm also maintaining Mage Sight. It's concentration.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I have to do a real quick thing here. Hop over to this. Chat is asking us to use the new version of this monster. So I need to quickly update.
I'd say that's the one I don't know, but I don't remember either one. It's been years.
Update. Let's see. So I can keep track of them. Let me get the right one on the initiative tracker. Bing. There it is. And put it in the same initiative as the other guy and take the other guy off. Okay, there we go. You owe Geminizer, by the way.
Oh, is the new one slightly less
We'll
threatening?
see how it goes.
Sure. We'll go with that.
I mean,
Don't
otherwise
like
there's no
the way-
OH going on, so like I have to make an assumption here.
Fair.
Or is it that kind of OH?
So we
and
loop
then I'm
around.
gonna grab my own useless stone cover.
We loop around the initiative track. What's Amelie doing? As Luis leans out from behind his rock and starts blasting.
I can't even
So
get
anyway,
over there.
I started blasting.
To say.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I can't even.
You get there on a double move.
Well, on
Nothing
a
like running directly in
dash,
front of
but
the
then
ant and then just saying nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could get there, but I can't do anything.
It's all
Wait
relative.
till it gets closer. You'll be fine. You know, move 40 feet ahead and then hold an action to punch it. It'll probably come after you.
It'll probably.
I mean, that's kind of the way things have been going this session. All right.
You do seem to be the preferred target.
Kinda.
Okay, I think I can get.
Oh, we got a long rest, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
That should
that's
do
the
the
problem.
That's
Well,
how
I
you
can
got
get
to the
to
situation
there.
you're in.
That's how we got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll
Get
I'll
my
hold
2
an
hit dice
attack.
back.
I'll hold an attack. If it gets close enough.
Yeah, we could just be fighting druids right now.
Yeah. But no, you're fighting a giant tree.
Yes, but one of us only had like 5 HP. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Amelie
Took a
is
short rest. You should have had more
stepping
than
out
5.
where she can be seen. That's
Might
the plan.
as well. I might as well at this point.
Might as well at this point. Okie dokie.
Waving the green
Story of
flag
my
in front
life.
of the charging ant.
Story of my life. Might as
Fair
well
enough,
at this
fair enough,
point.
fair enough. That then takes us to Bink. Arabelle. Well, I guess if the gloves are off, she's gonna do what she can. 60-foot range. So that's not that bad. Wow. Take that. Okay. Cool. She leans out from behind her bit of rock and takes one of her cards. Is that in range? Oh, she has to step around to get within range. She takes a card off the top of her deck and flicks it into the air, and as it lances through the air, it turns into this crystalline bolt that slams into the tree, and bits of it start to splinter off, releasing a bright blue light.
Ooh.
She does significant damage with the impact. However, wait a second. There we go. I should stick with one combat tracker at a time. However, boink, boink, boink. As it explodes into bits, several of those roots that have been popped off take on a life of their own.
Sorry.
And begin to walk separate from the tree.
Oh.
Fuck.
She will glance over it. I'm going to go, oops, and then shrug. What's Darling gonna do?
That's really far away.
You can charge. Take your action to do a dash. A dash will get you just short of him.
Yeah, but then everybody else got to catch up or I die.
You have 70 HP. You'll be fine.
You know what? Next time Strahd looks at you, I'm not bothering stepping in front of you anymore. You can stay.
You'll be fine until we get there, okay?
Those are my 70 HP. Damn it! Stop spending them.
Yeah, literally, it's my HP. Jesus. All right, I'm gonna go here. If I can remember. Right here. I think. Yes.
Yes. What?
Taking my full. Oh wait, I have 40 movement. I didn't know that.
You're a barbarian. You're fast.
Barbarian.
Okay, I go here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna whip out Agnes's gift and shoot it.
Oh. The
Pew,
gloves
pew.
are off. We're starting to burn ammo now.
Yeah, I'm allowed to use 2 shots.
Yep.
Okay. That's not good.
That's not good. Second shot.
Oh, I forgot to rage. That's why. Okay. Pew. Oh, that one.
Nice. Roll the damage.
Pew. I can't see what that is.
Solid.
Yay.
The
Wait, can I take a 3rd shot with my bonus action?
No.
Oh no, it has to be a
a light weapon in your offhand.
Wait. No. Never mind. I only have 2. Never mind. If this was any other campaign, I'd have like a bag of daggers by now. Just be like.
No, that's Louise.
No, but that's literally like every campaign. I like, hey, can I go back daggers? How many you want? Like 6?
It lets out this howl as an echo to the crack of the gunshot. I just want to mess with you for a quick second. Can June, can you roll Agnes's perception for me?
Oh dear.
Sure. So remember my passive perception is 19?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
This is a high stress situation. You might not put this together.
Okay. Okay, so that's an 11.
Okay. That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, he's on me.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
on me.
But I think I know what it might be.
Actually, you know what? He doesn't need to be on you. He's going to stop here. The tree blight begins to lumber towards Darling, and as it looks like in a few more strides it's going to be literally on top of her, it stops. And it takes one of its massive limbs and slams it directly into the ground in front of itself.
Ah!
Boink. Darling has a 14. I need you to give me an athletics or acrobatics save, please.
16.
Nice. So you only take, you are raging, so you take 5 damage.
No, I'm not.
You're sure you're not?
I didn't get to.
You didn't use your bonus action last turn, right?
I didn't, but also, does the ranged weapon count for keeping my rage going?
It's an attack, isn't it?
I thought it had to be like melee attack.
Plain text of the thing says, if you haven't attacked, it does not specify you have to use a melee attack.
Oh, okay. I'm raging.
Okay, so you only take 5.
Okay.
As a burst of vines and thorny roots leap around the ground around you.
Oh.
You step away from them as they try desperately to grab onto you before they get ripped back down under the ground towards the tree.
Y'all ever seen the cartoon where the cartoon has their knees high up in the air and just like dancing. That's her right now.
That's fair. It's not going to make a second attack this turn. What exactly is Agnes doing?
All right. Well, seeing as how stealth has kind of been thrown to the wind by 3 of our compatriots, and the fact that she's not willing to waste many bullets at this time, she's just gonna move out and to the bullet into the open.
Okay.
And quick question. Give me 1 sec. Where is it? Come here. There we go. Okay.
She's looking something up. Suddenly very nervous.
Okay. So I have insightful fighting as a bonus action.
Check.
Which means I can make an insight check against any creature I can see that isn't incapacitated, contested with their deception check. If I succeed, I can use my sneak attack against the target, even if you don't have the advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
I was wondering, could I potentially use my insightful fighting to look for a weakness?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
Absolutely. It's a combative.
Thank you.
So you roll your insight.
Yes.
Against its perception?
Yeah. Deception.
Deception.
Jeez.
Against its passive deception. Or does it make a deception check? Let me double check.
I think it has. I don't know.
Contested by a
It's a
deception check.
passive deception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Deception check. Wow. I don't know how I beat you, but I did.
I got a 9.
I
So
rolled
it was pretty easy to.
I had a -4.
Wow. And you still beat me.
It's a giant tree. How much charisma do you think it has?
It's very intimidating.
I guess. Okay. So that was a neat skill that unfortunately got canceled out.
Damn it. Okay.
But you can still take your attack.
I'm gonna hold my action for now.
Fair. Passive deception. Why isn't there a passive deception?
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense. That takes us lastly to Luis.
All right. Do.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
We will instead shatter.
Oh.
So, Constitution saving throw, 15 for the Vine Blight and the Big Angry Tree.
You're going to drop it in the middle of both of them?
Yep.
Okay, target's 15, you said?
Yep.
Okay. Give me the damage. It's half. It's save for half, basically, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Damage is 16.
16. There. And... Bink. Bunk. And... Plunk. Now I have to number them. Curse on your house making me do all this paperwork.
A creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has disadvantage on the saving throw. Unfortunately, they are organic material because they are trees.
Yes, they are.
Should have brought a druid. Could use the blight spell right about now.
And as this explosion goes off, because apparently Luis chucked a stick of dynamite at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
That's what happened. A big chunk of the tree comes flying off, and as it rolls through the dirt, it picks itself up and turns and screeches at Darling.
What'd I do? Why did you know this?
Well, because
You were the closest?
It landed right next to you.
Bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
And that completes the combat round, which I think is where we're going to stop for the week. We're going to make you all have to wait 2 weeks to find out whether or not everyone lives through this fight.
We'll see.
We'll see, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. Although I do, if we, this is where Drob did a crappy job timing, because if we had gone an extra, like if we just need like an extra half an hour, but we're already at 10 o'clock. We do need to start to wind down for the night. So we're gonna have to leave this on the cliffhanger mid combat. Again. Although this time it was not a full session of the same combat.
That's true.
That was intense.
Yeah.
So, as we wind down, we play at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, but we have next week off because one of us is going to be on vacation. And hang on, let me check. We might actually have a longer break than that. Let me double check my calendar. 24th, 31st. We are good to go on the 31st as near as I can tell. But then we're going to have another week off because I will be traveling that week. The first week of August, I will be in Amsterdam and then Ireland. So.
Wait. First week of August?
Yeah.
Are
you traveling?
I have I have an anime convention not this weekend, but the weekend after.
Okay, perfect.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a 3-week break coming up.
Oh.
I mean,
okay.
I should be back by
the
31st. So if I'm not dead, then I should be able to play TM.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Fingers
we'll
crossed for the 31st. Let's take it around the table. What our star, who we were, and our star moment of the night if we had one. I'm going to start with Arwen to go first on that round. She's muted though because she was yelling at
You're
the
muted.
cat.
She was yelling at the cat.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, I was blowing my nose,
Oh.
and then I forgot to.
Six
No,
to
the
one.
cat she's sleeping very, very nicely on the floor behind my plant.
Yay.
I was blowing my nose. I am Arwen Atreides. I play Amelie St. Clair. I feel like my star of the night was that last peaceful long rest because Amelie's just not going to sleep peacefully ever again. She's just going to be like, what if something's happening right now? Like that was the last good night's sleep for a long time.
Going forward, we can't do that again.
We don't get to sleep. There's
sleep. No. We don't know her.
Sleep is for the
weak.
weak.
What is that?
That's fair. Outer Dork, thank you, by the way, for bringing Geminizer into the family as a sub. That was awful kind of you, and we appreciate all of your support. We really do, man. You don't need to do that. Kaidapon?
Hi, I am the Kaidapons. I am also a streamer, and I was playing Darling Odessa, the delicate bodyguard.
Is that how that works?
Star of the night. I didn't die, but no, seriously. Like the just passing out after that fight because I guess it's because we started the fight. It wasn't last week, right? It was the week before.
Yeah.
So like, it felt as long as it was. So it was like as soon as I'm down to even less health than I thought I was at. It's like, I know we're not even gonna wait for the long rest. I'm just gonna. I'm done. I've done my job. I get to sleep on this floor. But yeah, I think other than that, I know it's not like an in character thing,
but
June forgetting the names of our traveling.
All our NPCs.
just her, and then you like kind of danced around Amelie, like Amy.
I know Amelie's name, but I was trying to figure out the other one. I know Amelie's name. It was the other one that I kept forgetting, who was also an A, and I'm like, I know Amelie's already taken.
There was an Amelia thrown in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was.
Like, that doesn't sound correct.
I was sitting there like, oh, she's really struggling. The funniest part about that is at the start of the game, I think we were when we were talking about the Renaissance thing, and I was like, half of the pay from that I forgot Agnes's name. So it just me and yeah, okay.
It's been a night.
It's
been a night.
It's been a night.
It's been a night. June, what's your who are you? Who were you? And what was your star tonight?
All right. Hi, I'm June. You can find me nowhere, not even here. Am I really here? I play Agnes Devereaux, our resident rogue archaeologist, who's not very good at sneaking and can only stab and maybe understand Latin. And since we're all kind of tooting our own horns tonight, my star moments of the night, it's twofold. One is Agnes finally taking a look at that weird watch. Finally, after 10 sessions. Okay, taking
Did
a
you
look
really
at
get
it.
on the first?
I believe it was
First or
second session, yeah. In the murder
Can't rush
house.
these things.
Yeah.
And then finally admitting magic may be real subconsciously. About saying she didn't want to know what happened if the ritual was completed. Okay.
That was so gorgeous.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
All right, Andy,
But
you're
yeah.
up.
So I am the Underdork, or Andy. I am playing Louise Harburg, the magician / warlock and apparently secret accidental asshole who keeps letting these poor ladies take the hits for him as he sits back and does the big damage occasionally.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Well, I only got 2 spell slots. I can't dish out huge damage all the time. But yeah, I definitely enjoyed Agnes's facade cracking. And then there was a great moment in the, wait, no, you can't leave me. I can't handle things in melee. I explode him and teleport away to the other side of the fight.
I wasn't going away. Like I was completely intent on just like chucking darts until it was dead, which the darts do a comparable damage to my parasol.
Sure.
So I was not abandoning. I was just like, I cannot stand here and get hit anymore.
Yeah, fair. But that's not how Louise felt in the instance. It was like, crap, she left. Boom, which appears to be Louisa's response to most things.
Dead, and Amelie's like, could you not have led with that?
Technically, no. He needed to be closer.
Well, there you go.
And there you go.
Dead.
Wait, can't you take one person with you when you teleport with that spell?
Yes, and I would have, except, Amelie wandered away. And it's not like I tell people things ahead of time. That's just not his MO.
It's not like I tell people things ahead of time. I just
No, it's not like you're helpful in that way.
I feel like we've had a couple of moments where Luis has done something and Amelie has just been like, that would have been really helpful to know about beforehand. I feel like we've had this problem a couple of times.
Multiple times, yes. Multiple times.
Look,
like charging up
secret
the stairs.
warlocks. The key to this is secret.
But there's like no
You're not even trying at this point.
He says bang.
I have literally asked you bang. Like, what can we expect?
Dead. I can't.
The unexpected.
Fired. Get out. Session over. GG. No re.
Well, I could have helped you with that if you had just stayed in the danger zone for one more turn.
Danger zone? Okay, that's it. I need to go to bed.
And my name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. My star of the night, I'm gonna piggyback is I'm not sure if it was June or Agnes, but the slip of we can't let them finish the ritual was just that was my star. That was the moment where and the follow up of like watching June's face go, oh my god, what did I just say? And again, I don't know if it was the character or the player or both, but it was just such. It would have been like that turning point in the storyline too. So that was
I
Agnes.
was going to say, to be fair, we could have had this moment a lot earlier, but this was this one was just off the rails, not planned.
Yep.
But no, it was Agnes.
Yep. And that moment too of like maybe this might be really bad. Like so far it's been kind of but now it's like, oh crap. So, what? Okay. Thank you all for being here tonight. I do want to do a quick shout out as well. among all the other things we have going on. Wednesday night, I run a game called The Convergence. It's a homebrew game. It's an opportunity if you want to support the streams as well. We have a Kickstarter going to get it some really fun customized artwork. We are at 11 backers. I'm hoping to get to 20, which will get us on par from last year's Kickstarter. But we are fully funded, so we're definitely getting new artwork. It's going to look like a comic book cover, and we have an artist kind of lined up for it already. I'll be laying slip in the coming days once we finalize the contract. Now that we have a budget, and I'm really excited for that. I will be back here streaming for the Convergence. It's my next scheduled stream, so that'll be 7:00 Eastern time back here for more D&D, and then we are going to be off next week as Arwen travels. Then we're back on a week to finish this fight and deal with the fallout from it. Then we're off a week, and then we're on a week. So we're letting you savor the experience, which is Ravenloft 1921. Thank you for coming out tonight. We are going to raid into a very dear friend of mine, Lenarius, who is just back to streaming after her move. She has been relocated and is setting up shop again with some regularity. So hopefully y'all have a great time hanging out with her. She is amazing, people, and she is an amazing character. She's been at my D&D table before, and I wholeheartedly endorse her as a great way to be entertained on a given evening. Paston, thank you for being here tonight. Everybody else who came out, thank you for being part of our game. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for just chilling on a Sunday night midsummer. We will see you all in 2 weeks back here to see how many of them go down fighting a giant scary tree. Till then, stay safe.